guys, and welcome to my channel. My name is Lillian, and today I have a video for you guys that's kind of unique, and this is my first video tag from a fellow YouTuber. So this video, as the title says, it's a video that showcases my Ruthless fragrances that I have in my collection. And I just want to introduce you guys to a very beautiful lady on YouTube who approached me and asked me to participate in this fragrance tag. Her name is Ruth, and her channel is Ruths Gifted Hands. She is an amazing lady. She has so many nice fragrances, and if you don't follow her on Instagram, or if you're not subscribed to her YouTube channels, or if you haven't watched her videos on YouTube, I suggest you go and watch them because she is amazing. And I just want to say thank you so much, Ruth, for the opportunity. I am humbled, and I would love to showcase my most ruthless fragrances that I have in my collection. Now, I just want to mention this, all the fragrances, I bought them. None of them was gifted to me, but one of them is a fragrance that's still in a sample size bottle, and I just had to put this in my most ruthless fragrances. And Ruth had told us that we can showcase about 5 to 10 fragrances, so I choose to go with 5 because I don't have so many of them that I really want to showcase as ruthless, but these 5 to me are like, yes, these are my most ruthless. Okay, now if you are not subscribed, or if this is your first time watching me, I just want to say go ahead and subscribe. And for those who are watching me for the first time, I just want to also say welcome, and I hope you also feel so much at home and you enjoy my videos. If you have watched me for more than once, I just want to say thank you so much, and continue watching, continue giving me ideas, continue leaving comments and following me on Instagram. It means a lot, and I don't want to waste a lot of time. This is going to be a very straightforward video. I'm not going into super nitty-gritty details because these fragrances have already been reviewed, and you can always watch them if you need more reviews on them on the fragrances. Okay, so without wasting time, let's go ahead and I will start with the first fragrance in no particular order. Okay, so to begin with, I just want to first of all explain what my understanding of ruthless means in this tag. So I'll just get my phone and go ahead and read the dictionary meaning. So ruthless means, it's an adjective that means having or showing no pity or compassion for others. Now, in the fragrance world, I want to interpret this as fragrances that can be offensive in a way. Either you're overspraying, or that's just how they are, whether you overspray or not, they can turn into like offensive fragrances, or they can be intoxicating, or overbearing. They cause like maybe nausea, headaches, but they're still good fragrances. Okay, again, what could be ruthless or intoxicating in my collection might not be what's ruthless or intoxicating in yours, or in your body chemistry. So the first one is from Replica, and this one is By the Fireplace. So if you follow me on Instagram, you already know this was my Christmas scent, and guys, it is an amazing scent. I love wearing this fragrance when it's cooler outside. This to me is a fragrance that's a timeless fragrance, one that will last like for a long time. I really love it because I believe this is a fragrance, if I wore it in summer or spring, it's going to project way too much, and winter and fall are like perfect times when I enjoy it. And honestly, I enjoy it even more, or I wear it even more when it's like winter time. So really, when it's like that week of Christmas to like this January, this is when I enjoy this fragrance. This one, can it be like unisex? Yes, to me it can be a unisex fragrance. A man can still pull this off, a woman can pull this off. Can you take this to the office? Again, as I mentioned in my video before, this is not one that I would say go ahead and wear it to the office because it can be a little bit intoxicating. But if you're like me and you want to take risks, you can, because I honestly spray it on my body when I'm going to the office, and it's like just 1 or 2 sprays and that's it. But that's when it's like super cold and the heat is not going to work against it and make it even more overbearing. But this is a really nice fragrance. In a nutshell, it smells like exactly the name, By the Fireplace, like the smell of fire and all that, and it's just amazing. Very warm, very cozy, and I love, 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 love. So this one, I had to have it in this tag. Now the next one that I have is from a house that I had to add on to this tag because I mean they're known for Ruthless fragrances, okay? So this one is by Mugler, and this one is the Angel Muse EDP, and this to me had to be on this tag because I mean it is just an amazing fragrance, and most people, and you know, even me, we enjoy it more when it's like cooler outside. I honestly think this is a patchouli fragrance, but it does have some nuttiness in it, which makes it even more sophisticated, more, you know, unique, more, you know, appealing, because the patchouli is there, and if you're not a patchouli lover, this is not going to be your cup of tea. So this to me is no one that I would say go ahead and blind buy. If you're not someone who appreciates or even understands the patchouli note, then you might want to get into this using a sample before you buy a full bottle, but this is really good. Again, this one I strictly wear it when it's cooler outside. I cannot pull this off when it's warm because I believe the heat will intensify everything. This one, if you walk into a room, you're going to feel it, you know, fill up the room. People are going to smell this. You might get compliments from this fragrance, to be honest. If you are walking next to me and you wore this, I will give a compliment if it, you know, agrees with your body chemistry. And other people also who actually enjoy fragrances might give you a compliment. But it's not one that will obviously give you like that compliment. It's not an, you know, mass appealing fragrance, but it's still a good fragrance in my opinion. So many people who enjoy fragrances love, 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 love this fragrance, but I would say try a sample before you get this big bottle. But this is really nice. Okay, now the next one that I want to show you guys, and this one, it's not talked about so much in the fragrance community, and I just don't like that. I wish most people talked about this house, because to me it's a house that has quality stuff. I enjoy their clothing, I enjoy their accessories, I enjoy their fragrances, and many more things that they make. And this is Ralph Lauren, and this one is Midnight Romance. To me, this is a fragrance that is very, very intoxicating. But the good thing about this fragrance, there's some level of freshness. So most of these fragrances that tend to be intoxicating, overbearing, and I would say ruthless, those fragrances don't give you like that touch of freshness. Most of them are more like, you know, warm, cozy, and all that. This to me, I love the fact that it gives me some sweetness and freshness in a way. So this is a fragrance that you can still pull it when it's like spring and even fall, and you can pull it even in winter. Summer, I would say, unless you are going into a building, not outside where the, you know, sun is like super hot, then you can pull this off. But I would not say it will be an easy one, because this one can give you a headache. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, when I first started using it, it was a little bit too much and I got a headache. And this was like about maybe 5 or so years, 5, 6 years ago. And honestly, this is one that I would say it's nice. Most people might like it, but it's very, very intoxicating. To me, this can be very ruthless. If you wore this to work and you're overspraying it on yourself, this can be very ruthless, or, you know, with people who are sitting closer to you, or if you're walking past, because it is super, super long lasting. It is one fragrance that can fill up a room. So this to me can be ruthless, and I believe it's a really nice fragrance that most people should talk about. And again, I should say that this one is not a very expensive fragrance, so most people might be able to afford it and they will get value for it, because a little goes a long, long, long way. So this is a really good one if you're trying to get one that's, you know, ruthless. Try this one out. Okay, now I want to show you another fragrance that I have, but this fragrance I have it in a sample size, and I hate that I still have it in a sample size. And the reason behind that is literally this video. This is a very intoxicating fragrance, and it's from Christian Dior, and it is the Oud Ispahan. The reason why I still have this in a small bottle is because this is a ruthless fragrance, and I want to enjoy, or rather understand the fragrance more before I buy it. To me, this is literally oud. So if you're not an oud lover, or if, let's say, you as you know, used to these nicer, sparkly, sweet fragrances and all that, this might be a little bit overbearing or just literally ruthless. You have to know, or rather enjoy oud in order for you to pull this one off. And I've started loving it because I'm now starting to smell all or most of the notes in this fragrance, and I do smell some floral notes, and I also smell the oud. So that to me makes it a little bit nicer, it makes it a little bit wearable, and in my opinion the oud is not like very annoying, because oud is one note that you really have to understand before you pull it off, or else you just like throw away a fragrance. But this, I know there are people who swear by this fragrance and this is like their holy grail, and to me it's one that I've learned to love, and I'm planning to honestly buy a bottle of the Oud Ispahan because I believe it is well made. The floral notes kind of make it likable, and there's some smoothness, there's some, like, this is a very refined fragrance in my opinion. The way it's made, or rather the way they made this fragrance, gives it like that quality. There's some quality that you just get in this fragrance, to be honest. It's not like just that obvious fragrance that's, you know, in any store or in any brand. It has its own unique taste and unique vibe, but it's not one that you're going to pull on, or rather you're not going to wear this every single day if you're trying to run errands or, you know, things like that. This is one that you want to wear if you're that type of person who's always dressed up, who's always going to like bossy, you know, very sophisticated, like, you know, events, you know, things like that. But if you're just a casual person and all that, this might not be the type of fragrance you want to have every day, but it's one that you would love if you are an oud lover. The sillage is there, the projection is there, the longevity is there. This one has all the qualities of a niche fragrance, and to me it is one that's well made, and it can be super ruthless. Okay, and the final one that I have on this list is one that I recently acquired. When I got this request, this is one fragrance that I knew I had to have in this video because, I mean, this is just purely ruthless. This is Oud Bouquet from Lancome, and this is Maison Lancome. So this one is the private line for Lancome. So if you are familiar with La Vie est Belle, you know, La Nuit Trésor, this is like their private line. So this, to me, I knew straight up it was going to be on this video, and the reason why I'm saying that is because this is a very intoxicating fragrance. It is one that can fill up a room and take over the entire room. Like literally everyone else who walk in with like a floral sweet fragrance, they will literally feel like they didn't spray anything on themselves if you walked in with this fragrance, and if you oversprayed it on yourself, you will literally fill up a room. To me, this one is a powerhouse. You do not need to spray a lot of this fragrance. In my opinion, the amount of money that I paid for it, and again, if you haven't watched my recent video, I will link it up here, but I got it on a sale, and this one, to me, I think I got my money's worth, because the amount of money that I paid and how this fragrance performs, spot on. Like, this to me is exactly how a niche fragrance should smell like. It is elegant, it is sophisticated, it is warm. I enjoy this fragrance when it's cooler outside. Like right now is my perfect time for this fragrance, because where I live it is super cold and it's like winter right now. So this is a fragrance that I wear this time of the year and I love it. Again, this is not one that I would say pull it off in summer or spring, because you would not, I mean, you will kill everyone around you. Like literally, you would have taken that to, I mean, the ruthlessness to another level. This one, leave it for the cooler weather, or leave it for like evenings, maybe when you're going to like an event, when it's maybe summer and all that. But you cannot wear this when it's like super hot outside. You'll be killing everyone around you, okay? But this one, I highly recommend it. And if you don't, or rather if you're thinking of going into the niche quality fragrances, then this is one that you should look into. So many people have this fragrance, and I love this fragrance, honestly. So yeah, check this one out if you don't have it, and watch my video up here. That brings us to the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. So let me know in the comments below which fragrances are your most ruthless fragrances in your collection, or if you agree with my selection, are these like the ones you also consider to be ruthless? And are you think, or if let's say you don't have any one of them, are you thinking of buying them? And you know, from what I just said in this video, these are not fragrances that you can easily blind buy. I highly suggest that you go ahead and try out some samples before you buy them, because these are ruthless fragrances. They can be overbearing, and if you don't like strong fragrances, these are not going to be your cup of tea, okay? So thank you so much, and I hope you guys are having a nice happy new year. You're enjoying every bit of it. Let's all be thankful, stay safe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Again, thank you so much, Ruth, and thank you all for tuning in today, and continue subscribing and liking this channel. Share, leave some comments below, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.